EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And he fires one that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this to Akers. A gain of 3, second down.
What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that pass, a big one for Matt Stafford, folks. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards. Just the 12th ever NFL quarterback to do that. The former #1 pick in 2009 out of Georgia. Been so durable, so dependable in his career. And what a mark for Matt Stafford.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson from 10 yards out.
And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Hines. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showing some tough running there. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw will be caught by McKenzie.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd From that outside linebacker spot, gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. And now the ball's out, funneled near midfield. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Stafford. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Kaiir Elam.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
Allen off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They run with Hines. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Hines. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Rams 10, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10. Just shy of the 30. He starts with a give to Akers. Up past the 30. Second down coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. This is Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. and they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Allen going to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
Allen's throw is complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second and goal, Allen, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Naeem Hines. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
And this returnable for Hines.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 45 on second down, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And some room to roam now.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Out to the left. He's got his tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox from 19 yards away.
And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 3.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know it's often the first tidbit thrown out about him, but James Cook, well, he's more than just Dalvin's brother. He's a guy who averaged over 6 yards a carry all 4 years at the University of Georgia and really came on as a pass catcher in his final season. He's a dual-purpose back who's going to carve out his own NFL legacy starting this season.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and
now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, it becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the results, negative yardage. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 44. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Taken down at the 17.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's the backup Mayfield. Man open is Robinson.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Buffalo, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they go down to defeat here.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up,